Let's talk about preparing for the holiday season with or without family. For many of us, this might be the first time in a long time that we're not seeing family around the end of November, mid-December, late December. For others of us, we've been quarantining or living with family for months when we wouldn't usually get that much FaceTime with them. And even if it's not our family, it might be a significant other or our in-laws. And for others still, there's mixed feelings about should I or shouldn't I see my family? What is my parents' or my in-laws' parents' relationship to COVID? What are the risk levels? I could go, but should I go? So let's talk a little bit about how to think through some of these things and also how to protect yourself and your loved ones so that everyone has as many feelings of connectedness and as few feelings of being rejected or let down or disappointed as possible. So almost always, it's really helpful to level set our expectations. So if you do or don't intend to be with family, think back on what were some of those experiences like in the past? What were some of the conversations like? What is some of what you were hoping to receive? Did you or didn't you receive that? Why or why not? What did you receive or what did happen? How did that differ or not from your expectations at the time? How might that inform your expectations now? And what you'll find is that the closer to reality that your expectations are, the more that you can plan for a more realistic situation. So for example, speaking from first person perspective, I definitely go into family engagements fantasizing a little bit, or at least I have historically, wow, this will be the most restorative, home is where the heart is, I'm gonna feel all sorts of warm and fuzzy. And then over the dinner table, someone might say something that's mildly offensive, or I might say something and really hope for a warm reception and celebration of that material, and it might fall flat or get swept under the rug. And then what does that do when the reality is so different than the reality that I created in my head before going or before arriving or while planning? So if I can think back on, okay, so that's some of how that panned out in the past, how might I cushion some of these conversations by either expressing more directly what I want and need from that, asking for it more directly, even though I know that takes away some of the joy of it being spontaneous or just a thoughtful act of the other party, or if the other party, are they capable of giving you the fantasy or the narrative that you've created in your head? If so, can you ask for it? If not, are there ways that you can cushion the rest of your support system to receive the things that you need, even if it's not from that specific person? And if you are someone who's gearing up for holidays on your own for the first time in a long time, how can we start to think about what were some of the things that you did or didn't receive from some of these celebrations in the past? How can we start to recreate some of the things that you did receive or valued most about those things? And it's possible actually that there are some things that you did not receive in the past that maybe you have a newfound opportunity to receive now for the first time ever. So you may hear within that it's helpful for us to do a little bit of reframing away from this is really scary, this is really horrible, this is going to end poorly. That may have been the experience in the past, to this is what is. How can I find opportunities for growth, for giving, for receiving? What do I need? How can I get those needs met? How can I directly ask for receiving the things that I haven't been able to receive on my own before? Is there a new opportunity here that might actually be once in a lifetime? Are there things that are unique to being on your own that this might be the last opportunity to do that, to get to know yourself so intimately, to have the empowered solitude and space and quiet that maybe when you have lots of noise and stimulation around you later, you might actually crave? So how can we start to reframe, wow, this is a really unique experience. What is something that I want to take away from this? how can I optimize this in the way that most resonates with me and with some of the loved ones, friends, colleagues, family that surround you? I hope that that's helpful for you today. If helpful, feel free to tag and share with any friends and loved ones and colleagues. As always, keep letting us know what questions resonate most for you, and we will answer with a mental health expert perspective every single week. I look forward to seeing you soon and hope you have as grounded and healthy a rest of your day as possible. Bye.